a 97 is my DT1. My second deepest tackle is a 91. Like, that's what's killing me. Between that and my backup middle linebacker, two things I got to upgrade next.
I'm about to say, I don't think Hendricks was
I don't think so.
It was crazy. They let me play.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
Oh, and then Hendricks is in the playing nickel in the box as a linebacker. He's a 99.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 57 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
They got you. I ain't tripping.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards on the pickup.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to the ground, Peterson. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line, it's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 7.
Second down at 7. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Should have got the sack.
I wish I had that. I wish I had that out of
Out is
position.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 31, Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jack under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, be stupid. Come on, be stupid. Oh, son, they stupid.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the end.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 105 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 40.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped
Remember,
it.
Robert
And
Williams
the
not
Ravens are
going
going
to
to get the football back.
No. That was straight up.
Oh.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Come on, man.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Right from the left side.
Bless you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. Touchdown.
Good play, bro.
Robert Woods, 46 yards. And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They're going to try and run for it.
Oh, I cut it back.
Forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Juke clicking him.
13. Jason Sanders set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd down, Peterson again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Stack it, damn box. Make him throw it. Stack it.
Jackson will keep it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson going to run again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Yep.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
We're going back to my 4-3 defense. Well, it's over in 11 hours.
I know, but I would. I wonder what happens if I continue.
Did you get a warning?
Straight from Spotify, my headphones. What? Go play on the phone. It's hot. It alone.
Hot water? Why? Is it hot, Daddy? Is it gonna burn me, Daddy?
Didn't I say put that down because it doesn't work anymore? I don't know what you guys did with it. It only works on here though.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium.
Locked in.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. he's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They'll run on first down. It's Alexander, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Color instantly. It changes color.
At the Saints' 37-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, my God.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And this one
weird. He would not let
caught on the
him get off
sideline,
that
but they
route.
say already out of
the
bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Being chased out left. And on the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement,
on that one, should I went to the
sometimes
back
the
corner?
decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
No, I'll reach you next time.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Yeah,
and he won't
I'm
be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Are you watching the broadcast?
They wanted to get something out of that drive. And they
I was like, no, I was just
They
confused.
won't
I was
turn
like,
that down at all.
that play
Take it in
happened.
at the
Like,
3. And no chance to get away as they'll get
like,
down at
30
about the
seconds ago, huh?
17-yard line.
I was just making sure it wasn't your game, because if that was your game commentary live, that would have been awesome.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
Complete to Devontae Adams. A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints first down.
Rodgers now on first down.
There you go.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Give me time to come down.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Oh, there goes one foot. Good bounce back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20.
And he's gone. Oh, got it back out. I need my level up points, please. Go ahead and level me up. Oh, I heard the yawn. I heard the yawn.
Nah, not like that.
Mm-hmm. And y'all lost to Rutgers tonight?
Our hoop team is like garbage.
But what happened? Like y'all was, I thought.
Like in 1998. I have no clue, my brother.
Brother gotta eat. I'm about to warm up this spaghetti until the chili get done. The boss made some homemade pasta noodles. Homemade pasta noodles and homemade meatballs. So I was like, all right, well, I've had you cooking multiple times. Now I trust you. Sure, why not?
Are we getting the spinning thing?
Yes, we are. All right, if we both got to quit the app at the same time.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're about to close the game. I did it mine. I did it now.